Welcome back, Scroopies, to yet another edition of the
Dirty Dozen.
That's right. We're your hosts, Big Shot Joe,
K Swine,
William D. Jenkins.
Stick it up your ass, Captain Bill. All right.
Otherwise known as
Captain Bill.
So, what's up, fellas?
Gentlemen, welcome back for another edition.
Howdy, howdy.
Gonna have some crackers.
Some nourishments.
Yeah, man.
Right.
But we're
but-
here. We are yet again.
But how do we start? How do we do this?
Well, as
Dirty
you all know,
Dirty Dozen.
like always,
The list.
we're going to present Kyle with the official 321 Screw list of.
The Dirty Dozen.
Well, let me just go ahead and grab the list. And yes, let me just go ahead and grab the list. And I'm just going to grab that list. Hold on a second. And
Bill, you got the list?
it was right over
What
here.
the fuck's the hold up?
You're responsible for the list each and every week.
Joey,
Joey,
were you messing with
do you know what happened to the list?
the list of the 321 Screw?
Dirty Dozen.
What list?
Well, we ain't talking about the list of Jericho, bastard.
Oh, you mean this list?
Oh, he stole it from you this time.
I sure did. I
Well,
done did it.
Well,
now that we know where it is,
on this week's
may I have it,
edition
please,
of
sir?
the Dirty Dozen, we are going to go ahead and give a call out to a new third co-host.
Oh,
Yeah, because we may have to let Joey go.
oh, because he's fired.
When the fuck did we talk
You
about
stole. You
Because
stole the
you can't
list.
get her
this? This is how you tell me on T. No, I'm kidding.
official property.
Call security. I swear to God.
All right, let's
Kyle, let's
get down
let's
to
reel
brass.
this show
Janice,
back.
Janice, you do
Reel
not
it
have to
back
call
in.
security.
Let's
Janice.
Reel it back in.
It's good. It's good.
Ralphus, if you could come in here.
So
J&J Security.
let's dive into this Dirty Dozen list with topic number 1. I would like to start off with something we grazed a few weeks back about Shaq on AEW.
As
Oh, yeah.
in Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Wow.
Yep.
Apparently AEW is paying him a lot more than WWE was going to.
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
It's weird.
It is weird.
It is weird.
Shaq was like, he's a nice guy and everything, but then
Kobe
Brandy throws that drink in his face, so where do you
called
think
him a
it's gonna
huge
go?
I
asshole.
don't know, but I mean, they seem to be targeting Cody Rhodes, and I just don't.
I don't know.
I don't
Brandy
understand.
got
Why is
into it.
Shaq attacking Cody Rhodes?
He's not, but Brandy's
What beef is it?
Brandy Rhodes.
That
was
chick came out a couple weeks ago and told Cody that that his words, he is awoken a sleeping giant, and they paid attention to his words.
Kazam.
Exactly.
Alright.
Baboom. So
I am
Kazarni.
Kazam.
where do we think this is going to go?
I honestly
Shaq is
don't
going to
know.
end up beating the hell out of Cody
Yeah, I
Rhodes?
mean, is Shaq gonna wrestle?
Or is Brandy going to be teaming up with her husband in an intergender mixed tag match
Could be.
with Jade and Shaq?
You could be onto something there.
That could
Who
be,
knows?
man.
I honestly don't. I don't know. It's got me
It's unique.
scratching my head.
It's unique.
Yeah.
So we'll keep our eyes on that one.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Let's move on to topic number 2. Joey wanted to talk about Sting returning one more time and what he was talking about with Tony
He
Schiavone
speaks.
and Cody Rhodes and what his plans are. So take it away, Big Shot Joe, with Sting.
So the big build-up was Sting was going to come and address the crowd finally after he returned at Winter is Coming. So Sting comes out, which again, badass song they did for him, badass theme.
I do like it, the whole intro.
With the snow and everything, right? It's just, it's fitting for him. And so, it was also
And
because...
that guitar solo, music
Yeah.
that it comes out to, it makes me remind, it's kind of funny because every time I hear it, it makes me think about a scene from the movie The Crow. Following it up, when Eric Draven was sitting on the rooftops, remember when he was on
Playing
the
his
rooftop
guitar.
playing the guitar, with just that speaker, that's what it reminds me of every time I hear it. So, but it all ties together with the whole Crow gimmick that he came up with way back in WCW.
So, right. And so, Cody Rhodes was already in the ring. Okay, so was
With Tony
Arn
Schiavone
Anderson
and Arn Anderson.
and Tony Schiavone. Sting shows up, and, you know, Arn Anderson said, I'm going to let you do your thing.
Well, first though, he walks up close. He's like, I just had to get up close to see if it was real, if this was real.
Yeah. And now that I do,
I know you have an agenda. I know you got an agenda.
So,
I'm going to see myself out.
that's right. So, Sting was in there, and then Sting addresses, which was a nice little reunion with Tony Schiavone. He says, it's been 19 years since we've last seen each other.
And he actually thanked Tony Schiavone too, man. He gave Tony Schiavone a little bit of credit for helping, boost his career.
Tony Schiavone to me was like one of the main voices for WCW.
Yeah, he was.
He was like what JR was for
Oh,
WWF.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He
In my
was the
opinion.
voice of WCW.
And what Michael Cole is right now for WWE.
And the thing about it is Schiavone goes back even further than just
He goes back
just on
NWA.
WCW.
Right?
Yeah, he was in NWA involved in there.
So, but anywho, despite all that,
I like how Sting though had him yell, come on, give it to me one time. It's Sting! How he would do it.
yeah, dude. And then, pretty much explaining his agenda, Cody was saying, "I've been waiting my whole life to be in a
You have to
ring
wait
with
a
you
long time for this, yeah.
for this." And Sting
Welcome
made it,
him back.
yeah, welcomed him back, and Sting made it clear that he isn't back,
Yeah, what did he say? He said, "Oh, I'm not here for you, Cody.
not yet.
Not yet."
So,
But there's something real familiar about this, and he points up to Darby Allin up in the crowd.
yeah,
I like that.
and let's face it, it's been 18 years since Sting's been on TNT.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing there. And then he pretty much stated he plans on spending a lot of time in AEW, which the rumors might be true then that he signed a multi-year deal.
Oh, yeah, that's what they said. He signed a multi-year deal.
The question is, what role does he play? Now,
They're still saying that he's not. I'm still
wrestling.
hearing that he's not going to be wrestling, but he will be, physical. You know what I'm saying, so
Yeah.
he's going to be involved.
He's gonna be kind of like an enforcer.
Yeah, it'll be.
He pretty much said what he decides. He's going to do what he decides he wants to
Yeah,
do.
and what he say to him? The only thing for sure is that nothing's for sure.
That's it.
Absolutely. Well,
Well,
Let's
move
move
on.
on.
My favorite part of that, real
Again,
quick. My favorite part.
I'm excited.
He
about
hugs.
it.
He one-armed hugs Cody around his neck and goes, "See you around, kid."
Yeah.
Oh man, that was cool. So that's
Anything involving Sting is cool to me because, again, man, I've said this before. He is.
your hero.
He is the man. He is the reason I am sitting here doing this show right now. Because had it not been for Sting and the LOD, I would have never become a wrestling fan. They did it for me.
Right on.
So,
awesome.
and sadly, I can't see the Road Warriors make an appearance again. But I got Sting still.
You still got Sting and Goldberg.
So
Okay.
All right. Segueing with Cody Rhodes and the Nightmare family, let's talk about Dark Order recruiting people, and one of them being Dustin Rhodes, becoming number 7 in
Yeah.
the Dark Order, and Dark Order is also trying to get a hold of Hangman Adam Page.
now the thing about that is
Looking for talent.
Hangman
Talent.
Page seems to be more
the fence?
receptive to them.
He's on the fence.
Yeah, I mean he's not necessarily like he's not with them, but he's also not
necessarily
against them.
them.
You know, he will hang with, he'll chill, he'll drink with,
Whereas
he'll party with.
Dustin,
I'm not sure, but that could just be a swerve. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Dustin could very well join. I don't know.
We've seen darker sides of Dustin Rhodes.
and the question is, when's Brody coming back?
I don't know.
We don't know
Evil
where he
Uno
is.
seems to be kind of the guy in charge right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Dustin, you know, he defeats 10, you know, in the match, and then Uno gets in the ring and, you know, offers him, does the hand up, you know, join, and Dustin kind of holds his hand and looks at it and starts to raise it, and then just slaps him across the face. And then the other Dark Order guys tried to charge in for that, you know, and he stopped. He's like, no. It's like they were letting it go. It's just, you know,
Let's see what happens.
give him time.
All right.
Benji, predictions, thoughts? Anyone?
I think.
Okay, will one of the two or both of them join Dark Order?
I think one of them will.
I think both will.
I would say Dustin over Hangman.
I think both of them join.
Think so?
I think Dark Order needs a leader. If Mr. Brody Lee isn't there, I think Dustin becomes the leader and maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say though, if
Is
that's
that
the
a
case,
running
I don't see Hangman Page joining him and becoming the leader.
No. I think Dustin Rhodes becomes
Dustin
the leader.
could, and if
He's
really
got a dark side.
Dustin's never really been part of a real faction
Right.
No.
that I can think of.
He's been in this business for a long ass time.
And who better to,
Who better?
that could be, they bring in Dustin starts running Dark
Yeah.
Order,
And then Brody comes
and then Brody
back.
comes back,
Have
and
a
now
feud
you
with
have a
them.
little
There you
conflict
go.
of power.
That's the
Brody
storyline.
says, I could
That's
be,
the way to
I'm
build the
the,
storyline.
you could turn Brody,
I like it, Bill.
but if that was the case though, Brody would have to be, they'd have to turn to Brody face then,
Yeah.
and Dustin would be heel. And I kind of like Brody as a heel.
Yeah, I like him too.
But then again, he might be cool as a face, given the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because Dark Order already has one guy that's kind of
Heelish.
in limbo, not officially part of Dark Order, but he teams with them,
Yeah.
kind of hangs with them, he runs with them, and that's one Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
Colt Cabana has not actually officially, I am part of Dark Order. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's just like,
Hang loose.
An acquaintance.
yeah, he's an acquaintance, he's an associate of Dark Order. So
Reel it in,
we'll
Kyle.
see.
Well, let's move on to topic number 4. Sticking with AEW for one more
What?
time.
Don't you be giving me that
Let's
look.
talk one more time about the Inner Circle and their problems. Chris Jericho puts his foot down saying, we're sticking together like gentlemen, but Sammy Guevara says, one more screw up and he's quitting.
Yeah, I kind of like though how MJF when he's out there trying to defend himself. Oh, and Jericho's like, look. We all watched Dynamite.
We all
We've
saw what he
seen
did.
what you did. We know you had the towel. Enough of this bullshit. Yada yada. And then, Ortiz gets on the mic telling MJF, you're growing on me, kind of like a fungus, but you're growing on me. And he told Sammy Guevara to shake his hand, and Sammy reluctantly shook it. But then, it's still, I don't buy the piece.
No, I don't think it's going to
There's
last.
still, Wardlow and Hager still got animosity.
I love how Hager brought that up, though. This guy keeps staring at me. What's wrong with this guy?
And Wardlow's like, he's staring at me, Then you got, like I said, you got Sammy don't like, MJF.
Mm-hmm.
So, I
think
don't
they're
know
gonna
that
stick
the Inner
together.
Circle, they'll split the Inner Circle up, but I'm seeing someone's leaving.
I still think that Inner Circle's not completely disbanding, but the faces will go their way and the heels will go their way. That's what I think.
I think they're in the process of turning Sammy Guevara face.
Could be.
I think he's gonna go face.
He's a young talent.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't attempt to turn Jericho face too.
Of course.
I can see.
I mean, because Jericho's heel right now, but damn it if he's not beloved.
I can see how they can split up the inner circle and have like a 4-on-4 battle at some point to see.
Yeah, who
better.
controls the who really controls the but who's the 4-on-4?
Well, let's see. We got Wardlow, MJF, Ortiz, and Santana, and then you got Jericho, Hager, Sammy Guevara. We need one more.
Yeah, that would just be.
Who's the one more?
Yeah, maybe there isn't one more.
Think about that.
So maybe not. We'll have to just wait and see and find out what happens.
Yeah, that one is again. That's another one that's kind of like tough to kind of decipher. You know what I mean? Because you got, technically they're all heels,
Yeah.
but they all don't like each other either. You know what I mean? So they're like fighting amongst each other, but it's like,
What are you gonna do?
You got to turn someone face. The one thing I know for certain is it won't be MJF. MJF is a heel. He's going to stay a heel for a while.
Of course.
He started out as a face in the company, and then he turned on Cody and became the heel that he is now.
They heal.
So.
Yep.
AEW's got a lot of factions, man. I'll just quick off topic, but you got Dark Order, you got Inner Circle, you got Taz now has his friggin' little faction guys. Yeah, because his son's part of it.
His son.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hook.
That's his son?
Yeah.
What?
So you got Ricky Starks, you got Hobbs, you got Brian Cage. Now you got Taz's son,
Hook?
Hook. Yeah,
Captain Hook.
right.
Well, Taz is from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, New York.
So he named his son Hook.
So yeah, he's got a little a little group going. So
Brian Cage, dude, I thought that motherfucker was gonna get the belt that time.
Beast.
yeah.
All right, getting off topic. Let's
Reel
go
it
on
in, Kyle.
to the next topic. Topic number
If he
5.
could be serious for a minute.
We can be serious for a minute. Coming over to the other Wednesday night wrestling show of the week, NXT, the Black and Gold brand. Let's talk a little bit about the Tommaso Ciampa, Timothy Thatcher, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
to the moon.
Yep. He makes it
Cameron
with
Grimes.
Cameron Grimes. Yeah, because it was
C-Roy
Ciampa
fan.
and Grimes. Yeah,
Not a
C-Roy.
fan.
I get sick of him talking about Cameron Grimes so much. That's how much.
Dude, he just brags about him all the time.
Yeah. I mean, that's what every time he's in there combing his beard, he's all like, to the moon. He's just, okay, man, whatever.
He's passed out. He can't hear us.
I know. Well, he'll see it later.
Yeah, he'll see.
But anyways, yeah, no. You had Ciampa and Grimes having a match, and then, Ciampa beats Grimes. And Thatcher comes out during the match, sitting there watching, and then Grimes gets out and starts talking shit to Thatcher about being out there, and then Thatcher, yokes him up right quick.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes you wonder, man, is there going to be a little triple threat or something, going on?
Maybe in the January show. Or
Right, maybe
it's the January takeover.
maybe Ciampa's giving these two guys a teaching,
I don't
showing
know.
them ropes.
He's gonna learn them. They're gonna learn.
Thatcher, man, he's one of those, like, throwback, man. And Thatcher looks like the kind of wrestler that you would have been, seeing wrestling back, like way back in the day. You know what I mean?
Thatcher's kind of growing on me. I like his style.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like that old school.
Yeah, ground
like,
and pound.
yeah, that old school, like some shoot wrestling kind of,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
why I like it, bro.
kind of stuff.
That's
old
Yeah, he
school.
would have.
He has
He would have done well in the Heart Dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what
He's of that
That's kind of
mold.
what his little gimmick is. His little school he's
That's
got
his
going
Thatch
on.
can.
Yeah, it's like a dungeon, but inside the CWC,
Yeah.
Right.
Capital Wrestling Center.
So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we go there because, in all honesty, I do like Grimes. Grimes entertains me.
He is entertaining.
Grimes entertains me. I like
He is
Ciampa.
entertaining.
And Thatcher, there's nothing flashy or showy about Thatcher, but he's a legit good wrestler.
Absolutely.
So I mean, I could make for an entertaining thing.
So moving on to number 6, halfway there, with the Dirty Dozen. Before we head on to
He just pops it out of nowhere.
before we head on to the halfway point, we just got to
It makes me laugh every
that
time.
all you screwbies are hitting that subscribe button.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
we got 239 views on our last show, but we only have 100 and how many, Joe? We have
We have 185 subscribers.
185.
Where's the
I
rest
check it
of
all
the
the time.
subscribers?
So if every one of you that clicked and watched, if you'd have just clicked subscribe,
It takes us 2
we-
seconds.
that's our next goal is 200. We're 15 away.
Do us
Man.
a favor. It doesn't hurt you.
Don't cost you nothing.
Just give us a thumbs up.
We'll throw it in
No
for
one will
free.
know.
Give
Yeah.
us a subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. And get
Show
some
your support for the boys
Right.
at 321
I
Screw.
want you to come up to that subscribe button. I want you to stare it in the eye and then give it a quick finger poke, right? To the subscribe button.
What
Just
about
play
And
the
then-
game.
what about
And
a
then
thumb
you
to the
spin
eye?
around, drop an atomic elbow onto the bell icon. And then while those two are reeling, here comes the thumbs up button, gonna try to help his buddies. RKO out of nowhere on the thumbs up button. Boom, bam,
Done.
done.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Exactly.
All right.
Topic 6.
Halfway there, let's get into the return of Karrion Kross, his wife Scarlett,
Scarlett
Yes.
Bordeaux.
attacking Damian Priest.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Where's Helms?
Which is kind of
Hurricane
funny
Helms
because
in this house.
I would have thought that Karrion Kross would have come out and went right after
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor because
Made
Finn
sense.
Balor's got the belt that he had to relinquish when he
The
got
one
injured.
that he never lost.
Right, he had to give it up after he
Make
won
sure
it from
you
Keith
say
Lee.
that.
But what's interesting is Finn Balor did say to Scarlett, when he's ready, let me know, because I'm ready.
Right, and she came out. She came out when Balor, because it started out Balor was in the ring, and then
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne come out,
The one
and
from
then
Era.
O'Reilly came out. Kyle O'Reilly came out.
Damian Priest came out.
And then Damian Priest come out, and they're all talking, and then they all three of them all start kind of bickering and arguing with each other. And
Finn
Balor just walks out, gets out of the ring,
He's like, fuck
walks
this.
up to the
I'm
top
done.
of the ramp, and that's when Scarlett
I'll see y'all
came out
you.
and just kind of circled around him, staring
Y'all
at him,
talking
looking at
amongst
him.
yourselves.
You know what I mean? But yeah. And so by that, you would have thought, okay, they're setting it up now. You know, he's got his sights on Balor, but instead he attacks Damian Priest. So obviously, that's going to be the next.
He'll get the belt
next
again.
feud he'll have is going to be with Damian Priest.
He'll get the belt
And I'll be
again.
honest with you, that's a program I can get behind.
Oh, yeah.
Damian Priest and Karrion Kross, because Damian Priest is a big old boy, and he's got some skills, man. He's
And Karrion Kross is a big old
Karrion
boy.
Kross is big. Yeah, that.
And his wife, super hot.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
But that could
Has
be,
nothing
that
to do
could be
with what
fun.
we're talking
That
about.
could be a little fun little program
Yeah.
I could
to
think so.
witness.
I think so.
Taking place.
Yeah.
I could get behind that.
Right on.
But you're right. It's
His wife is hot,
Carrie.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Goes
He
without
goes, but
saying.
you're right.
But no, Karrion Kross. There's him and Balor are gonna.
Maybe this is a warm-up rivalry, just to make sure Cross is ready to go before they put him in the title picture, because he might take the strap.
Yeah.
And just on a serious note about that, that's unfortunately one of the main things with that business is that unfortunately when you're on top and you're in line to be pushed and all that, when injuries happen, it slows it down, and then somebody else has to take that spot.
Well, I mean,
Finn's already a top guy.
Let's talk about one of the biggest, and that isn't what you're talking about. Let's look at Kofi Kingston as an example. Kofi Kingston, that was supposed to be Ali's push. That was supposed to be Mustafa Ali's push. But then injury took him out. that Elimination
For a
Chamber
long
match,
time.
Kofi stepped in place and made magic. You know,
And
with
then
the Elimination Chamber, that ultimately led to him being,
WWE,
WWE champion.
And he won it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and he held it for a good little bit. You know, it wasn't a brief.
No, he
stint.
had a few months.
He had it for a while. He defended it on multiple occasions against multiple, aggressors.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you're right with the injury. So, but it's unfortunate. Think about it. Finn Balor, he wins the Universal title, has to give it up. The next night because of injury. Karrion Kross wins the NXT title, has to give it up. It sucks.
Maybe this is a warm-up feud between Damian Priest.
I agree, Kyle.
So let's head on to topic number 7.
Work it up.
Topic
Bring
number
it
7
down.
is pretty much going to be
I'm not bringing it down.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to fall asleep.
Let's bring it down. So he's right. So let's bring it in. Topic number 7. Let's just talk about how awesome.
Do it at 11 o'clock.
How awesome is the NXT Women's Division right now?
Oh,
Dude,
it's looking great. Io Shirai, man.
I personally think the NXT women's division is the best women's division of
All time.
all the.
You gotta
Well, they're
remember-
definitely better than AEW. I'm sorry, AEW. I like
They
AEW,
don't
but
push
man, their
their
women's
women
division
At all. Hardly.
is atrocious.
Yeah.
You know,
The Impact.
The
Impact.
Impact
Impact.
women's
They got a
is
good division
pretty
down
good.
there.
But
But
the NXT to me tops Raw and SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Even.
Really?
NXT is doing awesome with their
Think
women's
about
division.
who NXT has: Io Shirai, Ember Moon, Toni Storm, Rhea Ripley,
Dakota
Raquel
Kai.
Gonzalez, Dakota Kai, Candice LeRae.
Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah, right. I said Raquel
Oh,
Gonzalez.
yeah, I did.
It just
Jeez, Kyle.
Shotzi Blackheart.
Wah, wah.
And then,
It's
and
just-
then Indy Hartwell.
Yeah. It's just it's a stacked division.
Yeah, dude.
And Toni Storm, yeah, like we were talking earlier. Toni Storm seems to. She seems like
she's eyeballing Io Shirai's title.
Yeah,
now.
it kind of seems like that's what they're sort of at least they're sort of setting it up like that's going to be the next Io Shirai,
Yeah, honestly.
matchup.
You think Scarlett would ever move into the women's division?
She's more of a.
I don't know,
I know,
because but she wasn't. She was wrestling before, like when they were
Was
over
she?
in Impact. She was a wrestler. She was a wrestler, but now coming over here, she's been more of just a manager, a ballet.
It
Miss
could be
Elizabeth
she's
Frank,
training.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So I don't know, but at the same time, Ember Moon and Toni Storm seem to, there's some animosity there with them.
yeah.
Candice LeRae, of course.
I'm glad to see Ember Moon.
She's going to be out for a little bit because of the broken arm, wrist.
Oh,
whatever,
from that War Games
from the
match.
War Games match. So
Got
I
fucked
don't
up.
know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I know it was the Toni Storm had the Io Shirai match with her, but they made a point of Ember Moon though coming out and interfering, and that costing Toni Storm that match. So it seems like they're wanting to push that Toni Storm Ember Moon because Ember Storm was betrayed by Toni Storm. They were together and
Right.
she turned.
I can see Toni Storm
Waking up.
going after Io Shirai and taking the strap because Io Shirai's been champion for a while.
She has
She
been.
can be pushed to the main roster.
Really? Toni Storm is the one you think is going to take it from Shirai? I wouldn't think
Who would? What?
Toni Storm. I don't know. I just
Raquel Gonzalez?
Well, I'm just thinking
Dakota
if
Kai?
Toni Storm does take the strap, they can set up a good rivalry between Ember Moon and Toni Storm for
I
the
agree.
championship.
I like it.
That's what
Let's go
I'm
with
thinking.
it, Kyle.
I mean, you don't have
It
to
could
go
be,
with
it
it.
could
That's,
be.
that's just
No,
my
I'm
prediction.
saying I
I mean,
agree
it's.
with you.
I mean, obviously,
Because
anything's possible.
Io
but
Shirai has been a very strong champion, but
Toni Storm is the former NXT
for
UK
those
Women's
for
Champion.
those who watch NXT UK, Toni Storm was a very strong champion over there as well.
I mean,
So
periodically.
if anybody could take the strap off Io Shirai, it would be Toni
And if
Storm.
you-
Because if you remember,
Mhm.
Toni Storm beat Io Shirai in the Mayon Classic, the second one.
You know,
Oh,
and then again, though,
Kyle.
it could very well, though, still
I like
be
it,
Candice LeRae that takes the title from Io
You
Shirai.
think so?
Because, yeah, she's got, I mean, wrestlers have wrestled with broken arms before.
Yes, they have, but
they could do the whole thing where she like they've done in the past, use it as the weapon.
Look,
You know.
my thing is, periodically, if you notice, they will move people from NXT UK over to the NXT brand. And this might be her push for that. You know what I'm saying?
It might be. It might be.
To get her from there over here now, they're investing into her. So I'm just saying, I kind of agree with Kyle on that one there. Not saying I don't like yours, but I like Kyle's better.
That's all right. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Opinions. Okay. Anyway.
No, you guys say Tony Storm. I honestly, I think it's going to be Candice LeRae that
that
takes
makes
the
sense
title
too, because
from.
they have been building up Candice LeRae.
Right,
for
I
that
think she's
spot.
going to be the one that takes the belt away from Io Shirai.
But I don't think the Shotzi Blackheart Candice LeRae feud is over. So
No, I don't think it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, but at the same time, as we're talking about pushes, Shotzi Blackheart has been getting quite a big push. Let Candice LeRae take the title off Io Shirai,
Mm-hmm.
That's another.
and now
way to
you
look at it.
have Shotzi Blackheart going after, getting involved in the women's title match, going after Candice LeRae, and Io Shirai will be going to one of the other brands.
Yeah.
When she loses the belt, I think.
I agree with that. We all agree on that.
Bring her up to Raw, and have her in a feud with Asuka.
Or create the next
Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah. Exactly.
2.0.
2.0.
Yeah.
All right, let's
So,
move on.
We'll see. It's bottom line is it's a fun division to watch.
Kudos to
It
the
is.
women's division in NXT.
Yeah, a lot of
Let's
action.
move on to SmackDown. I want to talk a little bit about Big E's push. He's finally getting his singles push. He's going up against Sami Zayn. I think he's going to get the Intercontinental Championship.
And this
I
would
think he'll
be,
get it at TLC. Yeah.
don't forget, Big E has been a former Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah. I
Yes.
didn't forget.
I didn't forget. He's also.
I was just
NXT
stating for the
champion as well.
scroopies.
Thank you.
They know.
We all know.
They.
Thank you, Joey. I'm so glad we have your insight. Give it up, Joey.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for being part of the show. We missed you.
Woo! Woo! Hey, real quick,
What?
Joey.
Oh yeah!
Show them the new macho shirt you got. You just
Macho
picked up.
Man. I got this on 80stees.com.
If you're part of the Beyond the Square Circle group in Facebook, I had posted a link to that very site that he ordered that shirt from. Yeah, a lot of old school retro wrestling shirts.
Yeah, and this was the one I wanted. So,
Very cool. Everyone loves the
So
Macho
let's
Man,
bring that.
especially the Macho Man.
what up, Mach?
Let's bring that back into the topic.
Wait, no, we never interrupt Mach.
Mach?
Right, Mach?
Oh yeah!
He gives his approval.
He digs it. All right.
So Big E push. Where are we going? He's going to the moon.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Big E.
Not with
I
Cameron
think
Grimes.
I think Big E beats Sami Zayn at TLC. How about that shirt though that they pulled up? Look, we got a new
Yeah,
shirt.
stick figure.
I have a stick figure with the big old bushy beard. I am Sami Zayn. I think they should sell those shirts.
I think
honestly,
people
I
will buy
they
them.
I
should.
think a lot of people would buy it.
Oh yeah, they would.
That'd be a big sell. Go
So-
Big E.
So we all agree
Yeah.
Big E's gonna beat Sami
Big
Zayn.
I
He's
don't know.
going
Maybe
all
Sami
the way.
Zayn. Maybe Sami Zayn steals a win.
I just want to say this.
It could, but
Big E better leave that company with a heavyweight championship by the end of his career.
oh
he deserves it.
yeah, he's
He deserves it.
I say that like it's a foregone conclusion when Vince
But
is
we
in
know
charge.
Vince has
Nothing.
done other
Because
things.
yeah, there's a lot of guys who should have won a world championship and never did. Jake Snake,
Mm-hmm.
All
Roddy
right.
Piper.
right? But
Talking about world championships,
Superfly
let's move on
Sniper.
to topic number 9
oh, you're talking man.
and talk
Oh, you're
about.
talking man should have won at least one world title,
Think so?
even if it was only a brief run. He was a pulp. He was a. You know, I mean,
He's
he
known
was
as
a
one of
big
the greatest
character.
Intercontinental
He was a big
champions of all
character
time.
during his time.
But that's
I
for-
think he could have should have won at least once,
Bring it in, Kyle.
just once, a
What are we
short
talking
run.
about?
Oh, just guys that
Honky Tonk
because we
Man?
were talking about Big. You said Big E should definitely come away with a
Okay.
title, and I said that yeah, absolutely. But then I said, well, I act like it's a foregone conclusion that's going to happen.
Right.
But with Vince, you never
You
know
never
because
know,
there's
yeah.
been so many other guys that, if you ask 100 wrestling fans, they'll all the majority of them are going to give you these names. Roddy Piper,
Sting.
Jake the Snake,
Or not Sting,
You
Jake
know.
the
Jerry
Snake.
King Lawler.
Jerry the King Lawler.
And I said Honky Tonk Man. I think Honky Tonk Man. I think he deserved to have at least to have
Harley Race
one world
and
title.
Greg Valentine never got a world title in WWE. Just
Yeah.
saying. Other places they did.
Right.
But,
And those guys should have at least won.
But anyways,
one.
we're getting off topic now.
Way off topic. Thank you for the insight. I agree.
Reel them back in.
I agree with
Reel
you.
us back in.
World Heavyweight topics. Today we're talking about World Heavyweight Championship. Let's talk about the continuance of the Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens
I
feud,
love it.
heating up some more. We're warning each other's families now.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is warning Roman Reigns' family, and Roman Reigns is talking to KO's family. You
Yeah.
better talk to your husband, talk to your father.
Roman Reigns
I'm
gave
going to be
him
the one taking the food off your table if you don't talk to this guy.
Roman Reigns gave him a beat down with that steel chair, bro, backstage.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens got color. Don't know if it was purposely or not.
No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
You think
I like
it
how
happened?
Jay keeps trying. To go out
He's
there.
trying
Let me get him. Let me get him.
He's trying his damnedest to.
He tried,
Impress
but
his cousin.
KO's just a bad bitch, man.
You know, he's like you, Roman. You're just never happy. It's never good
Never
enough.
good enough. Let's not start that. Let's keep it real.
Well,
Let's keep it serious for a minute here. See, now you made him mad. He's gonna.
I am
dump-
sitting at the
he's
head.
gonna
of
take-
the
I knew you were
Ah!
Look, I'm gonna go Stallone on you, Judge
Segue.
Dredd. I knew you'd say that. Let's
Segue into this topic. So, TLC, we all have the same prediction, I'm sure.
Roman Reigns.
is going to be Kevin Owens, but it's going to be a tremendous match.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Owens is an awesome worker, and I hope they continue the feud into the Royal.
And Kevin Owens deserves to be in the top spot.
He does.
Yeah.
My opinion.
Even if he don't win, the title, he needs to be in the world title.
He'll
picture.
stay. He'll stay there.
He'll stay there for a
World
little bit.
title, universal title, whichever one.
He'll stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on, Kyle.
That's topic number 9. Let's go to topic number 10.
10.
Moving over to Monday Night
That's
Raw.
1 and a 0.
1 and a 0. Monday Night Raw, sadly to say, wasn't their best show.
Nah, it was kind of the
But we
weakest
will-
show of the week.
We will talk about the Firefly Funhouse with Randy Orton. That was pretty
Well,
comical.
just the Roman or the Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt / Fiend feud in general.
It's really awesome.
There's a lot of history with that.
Continuity with it.
With that feud, that rivalry goes back. I mean, they were rivals, and then they were teammates, and then they were
Orton
rivals
was
again.
in the Wyatt family
Yeah.
for a little while.
And then he burned
He
The,
burned the compound down.
the compound.
That
barn.
is a cool image. You see him like this, his back,
yeah.
and he's facing the fire
yeah,
of the
as the
compound.
burning builds down. The burning builds down. The building burns down.
The burning builds down, absolutely.
The burning builds down.
He says, "I'm the stupid one."
Oh, cool looking.
Fucking hypocrite.
Oh my God.
All right, next.
Topic.
Yeah.
On point.
And how about though when?
The game show on the Firefly Funhouse.
Let's get Randy.
Yeah,
With what's the pig name? Huskus. Huskus and Mercy
The
as a
buzzer.
Ramblin' Rabbit. Didn't Randy Orton stare down Ramblin' Rabbit at one point during
yeah.
the show?
yeah,
Staring
it
it
was-
down, man.
There was a bit. I mean, he went up. in
He's
his
gonna
locker room.
RKO that freaking puppet out of his
Yeah.
boots.
Well, if there's anybody that could, it would be Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Good.
Jesus, he's RKO'd everything. Why not a puppet?
Hell, he's even RKO'd Stacy Keibler.
Yeah.
Did he RKO Mae Young too?
I'm pretty sure
He probably
somewhere.
did.
Mae Young
When he
or
was killing
Moolah, one of
legends
those,
out
yeah.
Probably did, yeah.
So I kind of like how he calls out a match again because he's going to have a match against the Fiend at TLC. So he calls out on Monday night. He calls out a match to have a match against Funhouse Bray Wyatt.
Bray.
Then he hits the RKO on Bray. Goes in to pin him. 1, 2.
Lights
Lights
out.
go out. They come back on. It's not Bray Wyatt laying there anymore. It's the Fiend.
And
then he grabs them in the
yoked him
mandible
into
claw.
that mandible claw.
I thought that was pretty cool.
And then they just end the show. They end the show that way with Randy in the mandible claw. The show just goes
I
off.
kind of like it when they end the show like that because then it's like, fuck, I want to see what's happening next, you know? And then
It
you got to
kind of aggravates me though because you know there's more shit happening because there's going to be that video that you'll watch on YouTube. You know,
that'll be the
after day or
after,
so. It'll be
off
like
the air.
after Raw went off the air.
Right.
Like, damn it! Why didn't they just show us? But
So that's pretty much the interesting topic of the week for Raw.
well,
Except for what's going on with topic number 11 with Asuka and Lana possibly, maybe.
well, isn't that though just the overall? We're talking about just the overall women's tag division, isn't?
Well,
The fact is, they may have the opportunity
Asuka and Lana.
to win the women's tag team championships
Yeah.
from Nia Jax,
Stuff on that was supposed to be
from Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. But
So-
yeah, we just segue in there. Sorry, we're show stuff. We're talking on the fly. So yeah, Lana and Asuka. I don't-
Stupid.
You know, honestly, Asuka's the Raw Women's Champion.
She is.
I would much rather Asuka be in in an actual kind of, program,
Singles feud.
whatever, with another single
It's
someone.
kind of like it's been put on hold.
Yeah, it's almost like it's just it's the Raw Women's title. It's just something she just kind of carries out to the wears out to the ring to go to our tag match.
Well, how about this real quick during the match that involved Asuka and Shayna Baszler? Nia Jax was gonna attack Lana and throw her through the announcer's table. Lana reversed that shit though with a Hurricanrana, and Nia Jax didn't go through the table but went up against it, hitting the table, which it's like for the first time in 20 weeks? I mean,
Yeah,
might as
basically
well
she put her
have
into
been.
the table.
I mean, shit, man.
So now they're gonna have the women's tag team championship. And, do they take the belts off of
I think so.
Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and give them to Asuka?
I think so.
No one's really beaten Asuka, so why not?
I think so, and Lana's getting that momentum. Why not?
And
I
didn't-
just-
Weirder shit has happened.
didn't Asuka.
Listen, I don't have a problem with giving Lana the momentum,
Mhm.
but I don't understand why you tag her with Asuka.
All right, listen.
They gotta do it. If you were gonna do that with someone else.
Listen,
real
real quick. Weirder shit has happened.
Oh, weird
I
shit
mean,
does happen.
Mae Young did give birth to a hand,
That shit was nasty.
and that was on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Asuka did defeat Baszler, so
With a surprise roll up.
segueing into our 12th topic, we wanted to gripe a little bit to the WWE with the 12th topic, with tag teams and the divisions, and
I think did we miss something?
no, this is what's written down.
We never, wasn't the Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins baby supposed to be?
Oh, that's part of the rumors.
That's not a rumor, she really did have the baby.
It's not on here.
I think
We talked about it, but we didn't
we
write it
forgot
down.
to write it down.
Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins had their baby girl this week.
Yeah, so not necessarily a topic, we just want to say congratulations.
Congratulations on their daughter Rue.
Yep, R-O-U-X. Pronounced Rue, R-O-O. Yeah, it's a kind of a play on a French word, with roux or russet, which is potatoes, and also in somewhere else it refers to like a color, which is like an orangish brownish kind of color, which Becky Lynch being Ireland, Ireland, are synonymous with potatoes, and Irish people with the with that orange, that red, brown colored, hair, and I think it's kind of just a little play on that roux. But regardless, Congratulations to him.
Seth Rollins, Becky
Becky
Lynch.
Lynch.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah.
Let's move on to the 12th topic.
Yeah, Cal.
Griping about the WWE tag teams.
Yeah, just
What the hell is
state,
going on?
Just the state of the tag team division.
And has Tucker been doing anything?
Both men's and women's.
First, we have Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tuck.
Which I loved them. I thought they were a cool
Everybody
tag team.
loved them. They were supposed
getting
to be
over.
tag champions. And then they split them up to different brands.
Shows.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're going to split up a tag team, at least have them on the same show so then you get that rivalry that you can play off of them.
Right.
You're going to do it. But no, they split them up, put them on separate shows, and then they pair Otis up with Chad Gable as a tag team.
Which is also another tag team they split up, American Alpha. I know that was a few years ago.
Right, but Jason Jordan did get injured.
Right. It's just, it's the
But I
topic.
mean, but back then there was a lot more tag teams, so it wasn't that big a deal. Now you got the Iconics.
Yeah.
They split up the Iconics, and then they team up Peyton Royce with Lacey Evans. You know, Billy Kay just recently was teaming with Natalya, which you had Natalya and Lana. I thought was going to become a tag team, but then
That went south.
they dissolved that quickly. The Riot Squad were a tag team, and then they split them up, and now they're back together, but they're not really
I'm not crazy about
giving
that.
them a whole lot of stuff, which... You don't like the Riot Squad?
They're alright.
I like the Riot Squad.
I gotta let them grow on me.
Yeah, they're one of the only actual tag teams, though, man.
Riot.
I mean, think about it. The damn
Riot.
the women's tag team champions are two singles competitors.
Let me ask you a question. How cool would it be if, like, when Charlotte Flair returns, she was to get a tag team and go after the tag belts?
Again, though, Charlotte is a singles competitor. That's what she's most known for.
Doesn't matter.
We're talking about
No,
the tag
yeah,
team
it does.
division.
That's what we're talking about. How you keep pairing singles competitors and throwing them together in a tag team.
I know.
You know, Rude and Ziggler. Yeah, you just
I
kind
know.
of threw these two guys together.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're a good tag team, but it's like they definitely are good singles competitors.
You just compare Raw and SmackDown's tag team divisions compared to NXT. NXT knows. It seems like they know what they're doing down there.
Yeah, they
But
got
Raw and
all,
SmackDown
they got
have
all
no
kinds
idea.
of tag teams. They got Grizzled Young Vets. They got Everrise. They got Imperium. You know, they got the champs. You know, Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. They got
Breezango.
they got Breezango. They got the two guys that are part of Legado del Fantasma. You know,
Yeah.
those two guys are a tag team. It just
Is that the ones that are with the
you got Drake
Cruiserweight
Maverick.
champ?
They made Drake Maverick and Killian Dane a tag team. You know, and then, I know. Oh, but they were singles competitors too, but they weren't they didn't really have a successful, singles run, so to speak. You know, so
Right,
they've
so
done.
they paired them up.
They kind of had more, and Killian Dane was part of a faction. He was part of Sanity before they kind of
was just
split
gonna
that up.
ask.
So, it's like the
Trying
guys
to
that
figure
are
out
that are
what
actual tag teams. The only ones that are legit tag teams you still have are New Day,
The Street Profits.
Street Profits.
And they're both tag champions.
Exactly. Other than that, I mean, who else you got?
Cesaro and Nakamura.
Well, I thought for a while they were going to do a Sheamus McIntyre thing, but that obviously...
You have Miz and Morrison.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a tag team, and you can't. Again, they did the singles thing, but they have been a tag team before. They were tag team champions. So I mean, there's a history of them being tag team
I
partners.
know, that's what's cool
You know what I
about
mean?
it.
And I just hate this real quick thrown together. Hey, I don't have a partner. You want to be a partner? Let's go. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna win tag team titles, and then we're gonna split up and go back to singles competitors because that's what we were.
Oh, I agree with you, Kyle.
I miss the
Otis
days when you
and
had guys
Tucker.
that were dedicated tag teams.
Yeah, like the Dudleys,
The Dudleys,
The
the
Hardys.
Hearts.
Well,
you
the
know,
Hearts.
Nice rant. Left ranting.
yeah.
That was number 12,
Sons of
but wait a minute. This is supposed to be the Dirty Dozen.
But
We
instead,
have a Baker's Dozen this week. We just wanted to graze on some rumors that might be happening.
Oh,
within
rumors!
the
I
coming
love
months.
rumors. I've heard
Bill,
some
you're
good
gonna take
rumors.
this one.
We had a rant, now you get some rumors. This talks about some rumors.
So yeah, here's some of the rumors I've heard. Some of them regarding WrestleMania and possible WrestleMania matchups. The big rumor right now, the one that's seeming to be most likely going to happen, is going to be Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. We are going to get the WrestleMania match that we were supposed to have this last WrestleMania, but Roman, he left with the whole COVID thing when all that happened. So instead, Braun Strowman stepped in against Goldberg
And took it.
Yeah. So, that seems, like I said, I have heard there was talk of Roman Daniel Bryan. There was talk of Roman. I've heard Roman Edge. I've heard Roman Big E. Which, before you go getting all excited, yeah, I would love to see Big E in a world title match too. But not this WrestleMania against Roman, because Roman is not leaving WrestleMania losing that title. He's going to retain the title. And if you're
That's
going
fair
to
to
build
say.
up Big E and you're going to try to push him, into
That spot.
title contention and main event type status,
Right.
you don't want to take that heat away with a loss to Roman, which it has to happen. And as much as I am a Goldberg fan,
That has to be it.
Roman has to.
Roman
win.
has to
Reigns
win
victory.
against Goldberg. But see, Goldberg has set out some, he's made some comments, put out some posts about, Roman, stealing his move. He stole my move, God knows how long ago, and he's continuing to perform it at a subpar level. He needs to be taught what it really feels like to get speared, to take a real spear, something along those lines. Roman has responded back with, I'm basically saying I'm in charge, I'm the head of the table, and I choose who's next, and I say that Kevin Owens is next at TLC. That's fine. We're talking about WrestleMania, though. So
Yeah, Roman.
I think that's going to be
Mr.
that's
Head
going
of
to be
the
what the
table.
match happens is going to be Roman and Goldberg. And as far as with Drew McIntyre, we are hearing rumors of again, same thing. Edge and Drew. One of them that's kind of interesting that I've heard was
Brock Lesnar.
Drew versus Brock Lesnar versus Keith Lee.
That would be interesting.
All three of those.
That'd be a very good match.
It would.
Very
It would, but
You think Braun's ever
if
getting
Brock,
the
I don't know. I don't know. Well, that was another rumor too that it was going to be Braun. I heard that actually it was going to be Drew and Braun at TLC,
Well, that's not happening.
but no.
It's obviously AJ
No,
Styles
but
now.
Braun Strowman had an injury to his shoulder or
Again?
something, so that kind of nixed those plans.
Yeah, 'cause didn't they suspend him?
No.
Yeah.
Kayfabe.
Kayfabe, but he's injured. So
Kayfabe,
he got
but yeah,
that.
he had an injury. But yeah, as we all know, at TLC, it's going to be AJ Styles and Drew. I personally don't think AJ's going to win.
No.
I think Drew's going to keep it.
But then again,
I do think Drew will
AJ
play more
Styles
of that
is
big
a
old
phenomenal
dude.
one, so.
So,
Any other rumors? How about
um,
let's go over to Impact for a second. Wasn't there a rumor there?
yeah, there's one there.
Let's
There was
finish
another
off
rumor
with
though that involving WWE that I was just trying to think of. Oh my goodness, what was it? And it was a good one too.
Well, let's talk,
Yeah,
let's
well,
talk about
it
the
comes back to
AEW
me.
one.
Yeah, this is one
Impact.
that I heard. A rumor, Tony Khan from AEW possibly purchasing Impact Wrestling. Because, I mean, think about it.
Kenny Omega.
Once again, Kenny Omega has aligned himself with Don Callis. Don Callis is like an executive of
For
Impact
Impact.
Wrestling. Now, this is the second time that Don Callis has not only showed up on the AEW flagship show Dynamite, but he has been in the ring, like addressing the AEW, crowds and
Universe.
yeah. So how interesting would that be if Tony Khan and AEW purchased Impact Wrestling? Think about what comes with that. WWE bought ECW and they bought WCW. So they own the rights to, anything from all the guys that were in WCW and ECW. They own the rights to that stuff. But a lot of those guys spent a good little chunk of time in Impact Wrestling. Now AEW would then now own the rights to
The Impact Library.
the Impact Library, which includes Sting,
AJ
who is
Styles,
AEW now. AJ Styles,
Samoa Joe.
Mick Foley,
Monster Abyss.
Ric Flair, Kurt Angle, Booker T,
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner. You know what I mean? Just Drew McIntyre spent time in Impact.
Hornswoggle.
Well, he's there now. But
He's a phenomenal.
that's a lot of that's just a lot of stuff that they will now own the rights to.
What is it
To,
called?
you know-
Nominal.
We nominal. So yeah, that would be interesting. You have guys that WWE guys that WWE and Vince McMahon will own the rights to some of their history past stuff, but not all of it. I mean, that's just kind of the thought of that to me is just kind of cool.
Maybe
How,
WWE passed up on buying Impact.
Well,
With the
It
way
should be
things are
interesting
going,
if
who
Tony-
knows?
Tony Khan buys it. That will be. My only thing is
This will be the fire.
is
that
if
Vince
he
needs to get up
buys
over his
if
ass.
he buys Impact, I just hope he keeps it as Impact. You know what I'm saying? Don't do like Vince did with WCW. He does WCW and he tries to. Oh well, we'll have some WCW matches. We'll bring in a WCW referee, the WCW announce team, but they're
The
still
WCW
wrestling.
emblem in the corner.
But
of
yeah,
the
but we're
screen.
still wrestling on Raw.
So I
hope that if he buys Impact, he keeps it Impact.
and
They
does the
have their own
competition.
night, they're their own thing. You don't try to sprinkle it into the AEW Dynamite show.
Right.
Get them their own TV deal,
Mhm.
and let them be themselves. And you can do crossover shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, I agree.
I think that could
would
be very
sweet,
cool.
and that's what Vince should have done with
All right,
WCW.
boys. Is that enough rumors, or are we going to
So,
wrap this up?
I think we need to
A
wrap
nice
it
little
up.
bow. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, sure, we can.
So,
Joey wrapped up 20 minutes ago.
Dude,
So-
I'm
Absolutely.
beat. I'm tired.
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, as,
Thank you,
as,
Screw.
in
Dirty
case
dozen.
you don't know, only Joey works.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're-
Thanks, Bill.
We will see you next time right here on the
Dirty Dozen.
No.
Oh my God.
3.
It's chaos.
2.
It's anarchy. No one knows what's going on.
2.
Screw.
Oh yeah, 1.
Screw. Thanks
So,
for tuning in, folks.
yep.
Till next
Subscribe.
time, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hit that button for the
Like.
like. Hit that bell.
Thumbs up.
And we will
In that order.
see you
Subscribe.
later.
Thumbs up. Bell icon.
Later.
Right down. Yep, right there.
Hit
Right
it.
there.
Hit it. Hit it.
We're out.